We do have some folks joining us on Zoom. Glad to have them here. So I'm sure they know that they're muted. If they have any questions, we can do questions at the end, or they can put it in the chat, and don't record anything without permission. So let's start with introductions. We'll go with introductions around the room. Do you want to start here?
Sure. Good morning. I'm Amy Jackson, Executive Director of the Learning Force at State Fair Community College.
And I'm Dr. Treaka. I'm the Director of the Jefferson City Campus of State Fair Community College.
And I'm Brent Bates. I'm President of State Fair Community College.
Derek Thomas, Capital City United for Good Government.
Zane Eckholm, Project Manager at Absolute Roofing and Exteriors.
Jamie Meyer with Custom Promotional Branding.
Christopher Scott with Farmers Insurance and Callaway County Commissioner-elect.
Kay Sugget, Aaron, Missouri, and Chair of the Chamber Board this year.
Beth Calvin with Liberty Family Medicine. I am a 2024 leadership graduate. What else am I?
Ambassador.
Ambassador, yeah, thank you. Happy Friday.
Hey, good morning, I'm Deborah Marshall, I'm Director of Sales and Marketing for Missouri Lions.
Good morning, Rochelle Weaver, Cumulus Media.
Bob Fenimore.
Darcy Craig, Capital City Concept Board of Special Advocates.
Tim Spears-Slaggy with the Alliance Technical Group.
Katrina Jen, Central Bank, and Chamber Ambassador.
Tim Jen, Capital West Water Project.
Sherry Dashburn, Dr. here.
Ron Fitzwater with the Missouri Pharmacy Association, also mayor of Jefferson City.
Rachel Schoolfield, Center for Business Products.
Bradley Conrad with Scouting America.
Jackie Coleman, Coleman Associates, I'm on the Minority Business Council for the Chamber, and a newly elected member to the Chamber, looking forward to serving on the board in this January. The term starts.
Frank Reisig, EP Rotary.
Rebecca Brown, Chamber staff.
Susan from the Chamber.
Hi, Lisa Baker, owner of Plate 4 Coffee House and Bakery down the road at 400 East High Street. This is my mini in training.
Good, how can you follow that? Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Grant Wingrove, and I'm at Lincoln University as the new VP for Institutional Advancement. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Carlos Graham, Lincoln University. Nothing. Right. Oh. Eric Swanson, Assistant Historical Society.
Good morning, Rick Lancaster. I worked 15 years as a mental health therapist at Alcoa, and now I'm on my own, doing my own practice out of Grace Counseling.
Age class, how do you foster care measures?
James Howard, and I'm looking forward to as well as candidate for State House.
Lisa Nichols, Information Management Securities.
Roger Presley, Department of Education, Workforce Development. Gary Palmer with the Chamber.
Ashley Tenney with the Chamber. Amy Blanket, Full Exteriors. Liz Duncan, First Reconstruction. Carrie Spicer, Active Real Estate.
Carrie Bloss, Nothing But Capes.
Aaron Rogers, the Sales Manager for the 40 Yard and Columbians. Sue Dickens, Live to Sell for East High Marketplace. What is that? Where's the last? I am a lot more scholastic. I don't know what that stuff.
Mike Lester, City Council, Ward 2.
Gary Bottom, Hiddenwall, Town Good.
Paula Clay, Director of Career Services at Lincoln University. Good morning.
Good, okay. And does anybody online want to unmute and introduce themselves? So probably wondering who goes first.
It's John Mosley at Lincoln University. Sorry, President Bates, I can't be there in person, but I'm multitasking this morning and look forward to the conversation.
I'm Nicole Davis and I'm with real estate.
Paula Benny, CNS Employment Solutions, co-chair of the Workforce Coalition.
Andrea Holloway. Go ahead, Tom.
Sorry. Tom Scott, Executive Director of United Capital City Soccer Club.
Andrea Holloway. I'm with Evergreen Healthcare Partners with SSM.
Missy Bono with the Jefferson City Regional Economic Partnership.
Sam Heckert with United Capital City Soccer Club, Tournament Director.
Jerry Donner with Scholastic.
Okay, last call, anybody else, and then we're gonna move on. Good, glad. Okay, we do want to welcome some new members, and we have a lot of new members this month and next month, because we had some awesome volunteers that went out and they invited businesses that they know and they work with to join the chamber, and some of those folks are in this list, and there are some of those volunteers in the room, and I appreciate all of the volunteers and the new members. You can see Saints here, right there. Absolute Roofing, and Bax is a new member under retired, Barry Dunn, Cold Cop, Frozen Liqueurs, Dreams to Reality, and Resale Boutique, FXX Studio, Gateway Government Relations, Constant and Associates, Curtis Ashley Agency, it's insurance, Missouri Beer Wholesalers, Missouri Beverage Association, Missouri Life Magazine, Missouri Times, Osage Ambulances, Starling, Missouri, Sullivan Bank, United Capital City Soccer Complex, so have them online, VNA Photo Booth, thought they might be here, Versa Government Strategy. Okay, he was at our new member welcome, and Vision First Investment. So if your name isn't on here and you're one of the new members, you're going to be announced next month. So we appreciate all of our new members, and we're still processing those members and welcoming those, but great to have a great group of new members. At that time, I'm going to turn it over to another great member, Carrie, and you know, we bring nothing but cakes. We've got some great prizes here and some great information to share about nothing but cakes. So I'll let you take over.
Okay, perfect.
Because I know you have a couple slides.
I do. Which one am I pressing?
Yes, you are.
Perfect. I'm Carrie Blouse, the marketing coordinator for Nothing But Cakes, but I also wear another hat I'm going to say real quick. I am the fund development specialist for the Community Foundation of Central Missouri. Proud board member over here, Carlos Graham, so I have to make sure to get that in. Future Jeff City Chamber member, so had to put that in.
It's on the invoice.
It's on the, yes, in the invoice. Okay, Nothing But Cakes, what do we do? Bring the joy. So, who was happy eating cake this morning? Yes. All right, I know Day was. Day loves it. So we have 11 different flavors all the time, 4 unique sizes. I brought 3 of those unique sizes. We have ours, so I can do that. Oh, she put a whole bunch in here. Okay, so we have 8-inch cakes. This is one of our fantastic door prizes. Fun deco on it. We have 10-inch cakes. Oh, that's not that. These are called buntlets. These are these kind of leather. These are personal size. Okay, so you can eat with no guilt, all by yourself. Okay.
No calories, right?
No calories. Calories don't count on Fridays. This is a tower.
Freeze really well too.
Yes, they do freeze well. We don't recommend that, but people tell us they do. So these are a 3 tower, and then these buntinis are what you're eating, and so those are great too. So we have been in Columbia for about 3 years. We are a franchise. Our owners live in Chesterfield. I spent 25 years in the nonprofit fundraising and events in Columbia, and then I had a midlife awakening and decided to take a different journey. They were stewardship partners of mine and said, you need to work for me. I'm like, I promise you don't want me baby. So they said, no, we need marketing. We need somebody that knows everybody, that's out in the community, that can make connections and network. So I took that chance, did that, jumped on with the Community Foundation to kind of just make this new life awakening. I know a lot of people are like, when are you coming to Jeff City? So I'm gonna go ahead and answer that. Because we're a franchise, we don't have like the control over when we do, but we do have Jeff City as our territory, and so now we're hoping it's 2026. But they really tell us when we can go into that next. But if you're ever in Chesterfield, Brentwood, St. Peters, Wentzville, Arnold, Maryland Heights soon, we all own those as well. We're coming to Louisiana. We have started some Louisiana because our owner, he's from Louisiana, she's from St. Louis. Let's see. I'm super excited about Women Connect. It's been fun to see that blossom because of our women's network in Columbia, where I'm very involved in the chamber. You're talking about very involved in chambers. I'm also in the Wentzville chamber and O'Fallon chamber, so definitely make the chamber rounds. Who had never tried a Nothing But Cake until today? Maybe you didn't have one today, it's fine to say that. Okay, perfect. So I know a lot of people too want to know, what do we have, how do we bring the joy? Free bundle coupons. Everybody has a buy one, get one or something. If you didn't have one in your chair, I have some with me. This is way more people than I expected, which is awesome. But I have more coupons, I have more business cards with me, so be sure and get those. But I'll offer those. If you have an event coming up, we'll put those in swag bags. You know, fun to just do different things with. Community involvement, last night, had a great time at Raise a Glass for a couple of city, CASA. Got to do barrels of meats with Bradley. We did pork and brew, Boys and Girls Club. We did perfect pairings with Special Learning Center. We did the Zonza event. We're gonna be at the holiday market. So we wanna be down here doing the events and be part of this community as well. Business visit, marketing and partnerships. If you have an idea, if you have a thought, if you have something going on, let's get together. I'd love to come down, get to know you, see how maybe we can work business to business. Retail and decorations, so we have a cute little retail shop. Who has been in our bakery? Okay, a decent handful of you. So we are located like 63 in Broadway behind that Panera right there. And so we're open 7 days a week, so pop in if you're ever in the area. We've got cards, we've got balloons, different things like that. You can pre-order online for pickup or delivery. We do deliver to Jeff City for $25, Monday through Friday, 10 to 2. So that is an option. All kinds of size orders. Last night we did 250 single towers, so this is a 3-tower, we did single towers that was sitting at all of the tables for desserts. Doing an event next week with 500 of them. So size, quantity doesn't matter. We can do that within a couple of days' notice, actually. Then customizable cakes. So having this different deco, we can do our 10-inch over an 8-inch, so kind of tiered, and really just make it customizable to what you're looking for. We don't decorate, can't put like happy birthday Matt on it or anything like that because we don't decorate like that, but we have different decor. Or we can just give you a cake with no decor on it, and you can do your own thing. I do a lot of wedding shows, and people will just take the plain cake and they'll hand it off to their florist, and they'll make it this beautiful floral gorgeousness that I'm just like, wow, that made that look really, really good. We do fundraisers. So we do fundraisers where you go sell cake, so that might be a cool thing you can do. And then you just get it all from us and you distribute like any other kind of thing. We have a loyalty app, like a lot of other places do. So if you are somebody that comes in or wants to start coming in, you just do that and kind of accumulate your points, get your free things, whatever. I'm trying to do this really quick because I only get 3 to 5 minutes. How about this? Any questions? Because that's kind of like the down and dirty, quick and juicy.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free, yes. Okay, thank you, Ramona. Gluten-free. Anybody in the room gluten-free? Did you see that I brought gluten-free cakes? No. Okay. Chocolate chip and lemon-free. Lemon raspberry out there, because our gluten-free friends, those are 2 permanent flavors that we have all day, every day. Because our gluten-free friends want to be able to go in somewhere random and grab a treat. And so we have those all the time for you. Any other questions? All right. If you didn't get a card, you keep on to me after I'm here. Love to chat with you, love to come down, grab coffee, learn about you, your business, and how we might be able to partner.
Hopefully you got your name in the bag.
So I have 3 great prizes.
All right.
First person gets to pick their prize. So the first winner of whatever prize they want is Rochelle. You want the cake or the 3 or the
She wants the tower of 3.
The little one.
The bunting?
The box of them? Yeah.
All right, and next, Carrie.
All right, Carrie, come on up.
Come on, Carrie, gotta go way back. And the last but not least is Brent Bates.
Okay. Hold your prize there. What do you get to pick?
Grab the tower. I'm telling her what to get. So you get the food cake. I'm only telling her what to get.
There you go, food, right? Okay. Perfect. Great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, thanks, Carrie. All right, and thank you also to Rochelle and Cumulus because they're the partner in this sponsorship. So Carrie shared a lot of great information here, but you can also share that information because Rochelle, you want to tell them?
Yeah, we have 7 radio stations. We talk to close to 200,000 people each week. Those are our radio stations. You may recognize with the logos. We've already talked about the Donna Jam, which is coming up on KPLA radio station. She's going to rent a booth. She's going to have her cupcakes there. It's awesome. But for this sponsorship, she'll get 25 free radio ads. We'll work with her, craft a 30-second radio ad, and get it on one of our radio stations. Pretty cool.
Thank you for sponsoring.
Okay, run through some quick chamber, some other events that we hope that you will participate in. This is a great networking opportunity. Chamber connections are also a great opportunity for you to meet other chamber members, network, exchange business cards. It's always on the third Thursday from 4 to 5:30, and it's at a different chamber member, restaurant, or a bar. It happens to be at Madison's Cafe. We have a great business sponsor each time. It's River Region Credit Union, and then our media partners, the Zimmer Radio Group there. So come network. We encourage you to attend. We have this every month, so it's this month. Another event we have coming up is our Business and Leadership Summit. This is where we come together, we give away some great awards. We give away the small business and the employee and the pitch it to win it. We have a keynote speaker, it's Rebecca Welsh, CEO and founder of Halo. And also we're gonna launch the Women Connect that day. So I mentioned the awards. I do want to do a shout out for our award candidates, and we have one in the room here, playing for these folks that are recognized. And we will announce finalists that will be presented at the Business and Leadership Summit, and also some awesome employees. We have these employees that were nominated and are candidates for the award there. There's 12 of them there, some great organizations. So at this event, we are going to honor these businesses and these employees. And then I also mentioned we're going to do the pitch it to win it. So congratulations to those folks too. Yeah, this is the event, kind of way it works. It's at the Capitol Plaza, at the Capitol Event Center. You can see we have tables there that you can purchase a table for display. We still have a few left. Most of them are reserved already. Tickets are $25, but it's a full day of networking and information and really honoring some great businesses and employees. So I hope that you take advantage of that. It's November 7th at Capitol Event Center.
And real quick, the great thing about that event is you can sign up to be a member of the Women Connect.
Yes.
So we will talk more about that, and that will be the kickoff, so you get a reduced price. It's very cheap, so come that day so you can be one of the inaugural members.
Exciting, that's true, very exciting. Now we're going to get a quick update from the mayor.
Thank you. I'll try to keep it quick. Last week at our council meeting, we did approve our 2025 budget, so that's taken care of. On the 21st, our next meeting, we're going to have a presentation on the proposed setback levy on the north side of the river, so we'll have representatives come in and talk about that. Projects, the conference center project still proceeding along. We're on schedule in the planning phases. We hope by the end of the year to hopefully have some drawings and some perspective on that project. You've probably seen in the newspaper, we're continuing to work on Capitol Avenue. I think the last time I spoke to the chamber, we talked about the importance of that 8-block area in our city of Capitol Avenue, from the Capitol complex up through the prison and to the new lab being built by the state of Missouri. So we're spending a lot of time right now on Capitol Avenue between the 200 block where the conference center is proposed, the work we're doing to rehab the 400, 500 block and moving into the prison concept. We've got some other public works projects going on around town. I had the privilege of being at Lincoln last week, I guess, was for the groundbreaking for the new nursing school, and it's a much broader concept. Dr. Watson could probably share some of the other pieces of that very important project. But our connection with Lincoln, we talk about it all the time, but the importance of that university to the economic vitality of the city, and that nursing school is just going to be another part of that process. So it was a privilege to participate. We've got exciting things going on out at Unilever, working with them, Hitachi on the other side of the river. So just a lot going on in the city. We've got a couple of our council members here. We've been keeping them very busy. Dr. Younger, in her first year, I think she hit the ground at full speed. And of course, Councilman Lester has been on, I think, year 5 maybe. So he's been very engaged. And I think the last thing I would talk about, we had our first meeting yesterday of a homeless task force that we've put together in the city. Councilman Lester serves on that by virtue of his position. And we're trying to bring together the professionals that deal with this issue. Marquita, who is one of our officers at the police department, gave an amazing update on what she's been able to do her first year on the job. Her main role is to work with individuals that are identified. I think she had 481 individuals that she worked with in the first year. So we've heard a message from the community, we've heard from businesses, we've heard from individuals. Certainly we have many organizations focused on that issue, so we're trying to address it. We had a great kickoff meeting yesterday. So a lot going on in City Hall. Privileged to serve the city.
Any questions for the mayor real quick? Anything? Very good. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Gary Plummer to introduce our program presenter.
Hey, I have the pleasure this morning of kind of kicking off the program by introducing Dr. Treaka Young. Treaka is coming on the board of the Chamber as a new member of the Board of Directors. We're excited about that. We're very excited about Treaka being the first African-American woman to be elected to the City Council in Jefferson City, and I think that's something we should all be very proud of. Treaka is a dynamo. You're going to discover that in just a minute. She gets speaks. She's going to introduce some of the rest of the folks from State Fair. I do want to say that we've had the opportunity to work with Amy Jackson for the last couple of years on our workforce coalition. She does a lot of customized training that's very important to our manufacturing community. So we've had an ongoing relationship with Amy, which we appreciate very much. And I had the opportunity about a month ago to meet Dr. Bates, the president, and I think they're in great hands. We discovered that we know some of the same people in the community college system in Kansas, so we had some mutual friends, which is always nice. And look forward to hearing his remarks this morning as well. So Treaka, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you all for coming out today. And I just want to give a special thank you to the Chamber for welcoming us here today. As mentioned, I'm the director of State Fair Community College. We are housed on the 3rd floor of Martin Luther King Hall at Lincoln University. And so that, as a councilwoman, you already heard I'm the councilwoman here. One of my big pushes here was that I wanted young folks to consider making Jefferson City their home. We have an A+ program here. Many of our high school students were unable to, well, that's his PowerPoint. Okay. You go back, Bates. I don't have a PowerPoint. I just tell you what I know based on passion, based on experience. And so we have that A+ program here that many of our students who live right here in Jefferson City were not able to utilize. They had to move away, go to universities, and they most often came back in their 30s and 40s without a degree. But in August of 2023, Lincoln University started this partnership with State Fair Community College. It was definitely out of need. We needed it here for so many reasons. Lincoln University will tell you in a minute, we have an open enrollment process. Anybody who wants a chance at university life can come to university. But what they tell you later is that we do not have an open graduation policy. I learned that back in 1986 when I started at Lincoln University. Since then, I've graduated 3 times. It's because of the support that Lincoln University provided me as a first-generation student to matriculate up through their system. So they're always trying new things to help students to be successful. So then they later developed a bridge program. We noticed that students were coming into Lincoln, but they were not graduating, and the numbers were more not graduating than graduating. So they started the bridge program, give these students, come on to Lincoln, we'll give you a little bit more support. They started the bridge program. That means they come up during the summer, they spend X amount of weeks on campus. When the fall, they get to start their fall semester with 6 credit hours. That was great, but again, we found that Lincoln University learned that all of those students, most of those students still were not successful. Because most students, when they graduate high school, if they didn't get it in 4 years, more likely they're not gonna get it in 6 weeks in the summer. So after doing that for years, that's when Dr. Mosley, I love to give him the credit because he saw the vision. He saw the need to have more support for our students at Lincoln University. Lincoln University is a great institution. We just need more students to be successful there. So with Dr. Mosley's vision, Dr. Bates' vision, we were able to partnership in August of 2023 with State Fair Community College. And what they did learn very quickly, you cannot plow into Jefferson City without a connection. And in August of 2023, they did just that. They started with 8 students at Lincoln University. Those students were not successful in this program, not surprisingly. That was the fall. In the spring, we went to 4 students, my understanding. Those students weren't successful. I was hired on in May. I worked the program. I used my connections. I worked closely with the connections at Lincoln University, Dr. Watson and QB. We worked this community. When we started in August of, this August just passed, we started with 41 students. So with that, I call that a success. We let the community know we were here. They like poured in, they saw the need. And right now, we still have 41 students. We anticipate most of those students will be successful this semester. What I need for you all to do, I need you all to help me promote this program. It is a need. I'm here everywhere I can. Every time someone asks me to come out to speak, I tell them 2 things. Yes, I'll talk about the council, but you gotta let me talk about some state fair. Yeah, I'll talk about state fair, but you gotta let me talk about the council. This community is passionate for me on so many levels. My sons are 36 and 31 years old. I raised them here intentionally and deliberately because I knew that it was a great community. And I want other students and other families to get the same benefits. With that being said, I invite you to my campus. As I mentioned, I'm on the University campus. Come take a tour. Come see us. We have 1 classroom. We have my office in 316 MLK. We have the classroom in 317. I've already had a conversation with Dr. Mosley about a 2nd classroom. That's how rapidly we're growing this program. It is a need. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to my fabulous president, Dr. Brent Bates, because again, without his support, he has the yes, we can mentality. So whatever it takes to make State Fair be successful here, he's on board to make that happen. And he's going to tell you his spiel. Thank you.
That's all right. Rebecca, you want to put it back on slideshow?
No, we're good. So thank you very much. This is a great day. Not only do I have the opportunity to speak to you folks and talk about State Fair Community College and specifically State Fair Community College, Jefferson City, but I won the door prize. The last time I won a door prize was, I was in 7th grade, and it was a little turtle cake distance. So, and now I've got a beautiful bundt cake, so thank you very much. And I just want to point out, Dr. Mosley, that this is the advantage of being here in person. You get a chance for the door prize. The very best thing that we did is hire Dr. Young to lead our campus. And we're really looking forward. The future looks good with her leadership there. I'm going to use this as a kind of format for a brief discussion. And so in the upper right-hand corner, you see the state of Missouri. State Fair Community College serves a 14-county region in central Missouri, and Cole County is one of those 14 counties. And so we have a number of students from Cole County over the years. We actually have, I know at least 1 graduate from State Fair Community College, Mr. Kellerman. And there may be others of you that attended State Fair Community College. We've had 2,785 students, some of which get degrees, but maybe transfer or complete certification since 1982. Last fiscal year, 151, last fiscal year, 2024, we had 151 students from Cole County. And so there's just some demographics of those students. We awarded last year degrees and certificates to 21 students from Cole County. And I think an interesting thing to note is of those 151 students, 78 of them were first generation students. Their parents hadn't gone to college. And so that speaks to the role of State Fair Community College. We're about access. Access is an important thing of what we do. Part of that access is financial. We're affordable. You can use your A+ dollars, you can use your fast track dollars to pay for education and training at State Fair Community College. But the other important thing about access is geographic access. Not everyone can pack up and move away, thank goodness, to go to a college elsewhere. And we provide opportunities for people to get their education and training here. And so I want to speak about the gold bar in the middle. And those are just some statistics about Cole County. But the state of Missouri and the Department of Higher Education has a goal for 60% of the citizens in the state of Missouri to have some kind of post-secondary training or education, something past high school diploma. The reason is because in today's more complex society, more and more people need some kind of training beyond high school to be successful. It's not necessarily a graduate degree. It may be a certification in welding or in precision machining, but you're going to need some kind of education and training. The people that study this, workforce development, they project that by 2030, which surprisingly is not too far away, and by 2030 in Missouri, 83% of jobs are going to require some kind of training beyond high school. 83% of jobs. State goals 60%, 39%, and I'm here to tell you, in those 14 counties we work with, Cole County's the shining light. Some of those other counties, the percent of the population with training beyond high school is a lot smaller. So that's why we're here. And then, thankfully, we're here also because of our great partnership with Lincoln University. And I have so much respect for Lincoln and their leadership who's here today, and Dr. Mosley, and really great things are happening there. And so when Dr. Mosley and I got together, he said, I think you can help us. You can help us with the problem. That's the way public institutions work. How can we work together to serve our communities? And that's the approach we took. And this partnership's going to be win-win, not only for Lincoln University, but for the city of Jefferson and the county of Cole County and the whole state of Missouri. So we're building on that partnership with Lincoln University, and I should say our role is not just that kind of traditional college degree-seeking role for a community college. That's going to be a part. We're going to be feeding students to Lincoln University, that college transfer goal, where students can come in, use their A+ fast-track dollars and transfer on. But community colleges also have a broader role than that. Part of it's workforce development, workforce training. So as Gary said, we worked in this community a long time with customized training, and there's some statistics there. More than $1.5 million in customized training grants for business and industry here in the community, and that's just since, that's in the last 10 years or less. 5,621 folks trained in that. DeLong, Scholastic, Unilever. In fact, the Unilever, we have a program going on there now, training maintenance workers, which is huge need in industry. And we had a dedicated faculty member in the plant training workers. That program received corporate recognition and is a model across the nation for their plants. And so we're here for you in customized training. That's not only the biggest industry. We're here to train, provide training for the smallest to the largest. So if some businesses have, for instance, needing customer service training or something like that, we can pull people together, multiple businesses, and make those kind of work. So there's the training side
of that is the other important part of what we do. So, at the bottom, you will see some information about our SFCC Jefferson City campus. Note the little code at the bottom. If you scan that, that'll take you to a website, this little thing, where it's called QR codes. I always call them QRL codes or something like that. So, that'll take you to a website that has more information about Jefferson City. This is my contact information in the other corner. Feel free to email me, or I'd ask you to follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, or Twitter. My handle is @SFCCMO President. If there's, here's the important thing, and here's the takeaway I want you to remember from this presentation. State Fair Community College is your community college. We take seriously the community part. We're only going to be successful here if we're connected to the community and we're responding to your community needs. So in the future, we're going to be working with you. We're going to be listening to what the community needs. We hope to develop some additional technical programming. We hope to partner with others in the community, including the local school districts, the city, the county, the chamber, and others, to identify what the needs are in the community. And our approach is, how can we help? How can we help with that? So put your thinking caps on, think about how we can help, let us know. Dr. Young's going to be around every day to take your comments or suggestions, or you can call me anytime. So, any questions? I guess there were some other slides. There's some pictures from the chamber.
We just put one slide in there because we had a wonderful ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
This last week.
What a great crowd, too.
Are the state fair students able to be at the dorms?
Oh, yes, good question, thank you so much. So, what she asked is that if state first students were able to stay at the school, at the dorms. So we have what we call the Blue Connect program, that's the actual name of the program. So if a student takes at least one course at Lincoln for 3 credit hours, they're able to stay in the dorms and enjoy all the amenities of Lincoln University. They must take the rest of the courses at State Fair Community College. So they can stay there. And so what we call those are the Blue Connect students. And then we have students just in the community who want to attend State Fair Community College, and we call those State Fair only students. But all roads lead to Lincoln University. One of the things I learned as a student is that majority of the people who do not finish their college education, it's not because of lack of knowledge, it's because of lack of confidence. One of the things State Fair is going to provide these students is with confidence. One semester at a time. We meet them wherever they are. If I'm in my office, what I learned this semester I did not expect. Some students just simply need you to print off their report. They type it up, but they forget to print it. How do we help them be successful so that they can get it to the instructor in a timely fashion? Confidence. Those students come into my office. It's set up in the perfect way to where we have round tables. They can come in. It's like a lounge for them. They can come in and do their work. They can come in and get things printed. They can come in and just have conversations. I had one student come in one morning and tell me, he said, Dr. Young, I'm so tired, I'm a little late for class. He said, but I got a call this morning from my brother from ICU who was shot in St. Louis. And I said, oh my God. I said, so what's going on? Where's your parents? Do you need to go home? He said, Dr. Young, my mother died 2 years ago from COVID in front of me. He's 19 years old. So he said, during that time, my family took in my younger brother and my younger sister, but they considered me an adult. So I've literally been sleeping on the couch of different people for the last 2 years. So for him to make it to State Fair in Lincoln University program, it was a matter of living, having a safe place to live and a safe place to eat. So we talked about that. So his grades, his papers, his assignments were all behind. I reminded him that's why you need to be successful here. Just for stability is on that level. I shared with some of the instructors, not too much, but just enough, that these are the kind of students that we have to have a special handout for. These are the students we are drawing, these are the students that Lincoln University draws in, but we give them a chance. We give them the support, whatever that may look like. And then we help them to get from one semester to the next semester. One of the things I love about State Fair Community College is that once they get to the second year, they not only walk away with a paper that says they have a sense of completion, they can go into the workforce making higher than minimum wage. Confidence. And as a person who started off with a bachelor's and now 3 masters and now a doctorate, I know without a doubt, every time you get a new piece of paper, your livelihood changes. And so that's why this is a passion for me. This is where I need to be. This is, when I started this doctoral program, I started with I just wanted to hang it on my wall because no one in my family had ever gotten a doctorate. But when I got my bachelor's, no one had ever gotten a bachelor's. When I got my master's, no one had ever gotten a master's. If we can lead by examples, in my experiences, my livelihood has not gone in vain. It's for me to reach back and help these students. So that's what I'm here for, but I need your help. I need your help. Thank you.
That, so the 3 hours on Lincoln's campus, what about the state fair? Is that virtual?
No.
No, these are all, there are,
But they're
so
right
we
there.
have 41 students on campus. We have actually, we serve 61 students at SFCC Jefferson City. 41 of them are on ground classes. 20 of them are taking all of their classes online, or most of their classes online, and getting their service from Jefferson City. So people have different preferences for the way they access education, and we serve them all.
Can you explain the A+ program to people that don't know what the A+ program is?
Well, the state of Missouri is very lucky, and other states look with Indy at a program called A+, which provides a scholarship to high school students to attend a community college. So that scholarship pays for tuition for those students at a community college. And so there are some requirements in the high school. They have to do some public service. They have to have some math score, but it gives access to people across the state for community college education. They leave community college debt-free. Oftentimes they leave debt-free. And so if they're transferring on or going to get a job, they're in a good place. So A+, it's a wonderful program. There's also another great program called the Fast Track program Governor Parson put in place in his administration, and it's a wonderful program. I call it, it's like the A+ for students. So it provides scholarship, a tuition scholarship for adults who are returning for education and training as well. And so there's some income requirements on that, but it's a wonderful program to give access to programs. For example, like our Commercial Driving Academy program, we offer that here in Jefferson City for CDL training, and there are scholarships like Fast Track that make that program, it's non-credit, but it's affordable through those programs.
And also, could you talk about the TRIO department? My daughter Leah Spicer Cola now is at State Fair.
Yes.
So I thought maybe you could just say a little bit about what the TRIO.
We have a federal TRIO grant that is designed to provide support services for first-generation students or students with a disability. Students that have, statistics show have a greater chance of not being successful. So we focus some services in there. Mia is a wonderful member of our staff. I saw her last night, and that program is very, very successful in making a very, very high percentage of those students transfer and meet their goals. So, and those services are available here at SFCC Jefferson City as well.
Yes.
Other questions?
Just one more, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You guys are doing the LPN program here or no?
No.
Okay.
We do not have the
Is there a bridge to Lincoln then for that, okay,
We do have an LPN and RN program at Eldon.
okay.
And so students can start and get their prerequisites done here and then transfer. And then there is a bridge then into Lincoln University's program and transfer. So for the bachelor's degree.
Great question. Very good. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Gary, any remarks?
I'm gonna devote my time this morning to the chair, Gates Commission.
Thank you. So I said earlier, coming in this year, I only get 1 year, right? And so everybody has different priorities. So when I came in this year, I worked with Gary and the staff, they're amazing, and talked about what I wanted to do. And one of the things I wanted to do is be more inclusive. And so we started out the year and we put together a women's symposium. Because I think you have to bring all voices to the table, right? And we have to be there to help women grow, be intentional, think about empowerment, think about Dr. Young down there with the passion she has and the confidence. And so that's what the symposium was about that we did in March. And we're getting ready to put the second symposium together, which will be next March. But being even broader than that, we're putting together a women's network. It is called Women Connect. And there's several women in here that have been very instrumental. Jackie, others have been in here, very instrumental working with us. And so really this Connect, Sherry as well, this Connect, Women's Connect is going to be just about that, bringing women together to come together for mentoring opportunities, being very intentional in their career and their life, helping them gain that confidence that they need with other women. And so think about coming, I already gave you one plug, but think about coming on November 7th. That's a great opportunity to sign up. It's only going to cost you $25 that day on November 7th to join Women Connect, and that will give you a full year of opportunities next year. I think there's a lot of opportunities, just making our chamber stronger and healthier and bringing us all together.
Yeah, good. All right. In a few minutes we have left, how about member announcements? Anybody in the room would like to make an announcement about something they have in their business or organization?
Quick poll, raise your hand if you like fried chicken. Everybody's gonna raise their hand, right? Next Friday night, the Eagles Club on Missouri Boulevard is doing a famous fried chicken dinner to benefit the Red Slipper Warrior Project. Lunch and dinner. For orders of 5 or more during lunch, they will deliver, or we will deliver. So we appreciate your support. That is to help replace the funds lost when we had to cancel one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, Anti-Palooza. So we appreciate you supporting the Red Slipper Warrior Project.
Yeah. And if you haven't been to the Eagles, they have recently remodeled. Ambassadors in the room know this. They're very proud of their facility, the banquet facilities, and they're actually having an open house today too, showcasing some of those things later on today. So it's on the Chamber's Facebook. So.
At Clayton Core, for most of you, I think we know we started as a pastry shop. We recently have expanded into lunch, so if you're looking for like a quick grab and go lunch item, we have 2 different sandwiches, soup changes every week, and then a salad option. So we serve that 11 to 2.
Evening Rotary's got a drive-through spaghetti dinner coming up this Tuesday. I've got 2 tickets left.
Just 2.
Just 2. If I sell out, we'll figure out a way to do it.
Anybody online want to make an announcement? Anybody else in the room? With that, I think we'll adjourn for our next time. We'll see you in November. That'll be November